to space engineers. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, as you know, if you've been following space engineers, there's been a lot of big changes recently, and the most significant of which is the addition of planets. Well, the addition of planets is a very cool thing, and planets will at some point become a feature in this world, and I don't exactly know when and where and under what circumstances, but they will be part of this at some point. I haven't worked that detail out yet. However, I've noticed, and I'm sure many of you have, that with the last update, there's been some changes. Some changes have happened to the world. And the best example I can give you is right here. Now, if you look at this screenshot from the previous episode, you'll notice that the area that I'm looking at right now used to be cobalt. That brown and tan and gray substance is cobalt. And what you see here, of course, is not cobalt. It is the shiny black of uranium. And if I get a hold of my hand drill, I can show you that. Let's see, there it is. And I can fly out here and let the thing do its detection, and you can see that this is uranium. There is rather a lot of it here. And also, there have been other changes that have happened in the world. Let's see. Here's a good example. I think. No, that's magnesium. Well, in any event, oh, there it is. It's over there. It gets easy to get turned around, space engineers. This here is ice. But before the last update, it was gold. So all of the gold became ice, and all of the cobalt became uranium. Now, I have flown around, and there is cobalt available in this world, and there is gold and so on. It's just that previously existing stuff has changed for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why or how. I think it's got to do with some or whatever change that has to do with the addition of planets. And so we deal with it the best we can and go on. And the best way I can deal with uranium is I'm going to hop into my miner there, and I am going to mine several full shiploads of uranium. I mean, why not? Who knows what it might turn into after the next update later today. Yeah. So, while it's uranium, I'm going to hop into the mining ship, and I'm going to take shameless advantage of this buggy little change and mine lots of uranium. And then we'll get about the business of doing whatever else is going to happen in this episode. All right, I have decided that this ship with just two drills on it, is not enough. So I'm making a change. I've moved, placed a small conveyor there. I have the tube going around like that to get back there to that, to the large container back there. And I'm adding another drill on here. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to do the same trick up here and make a second row of drills. And I'll probably have another row down below as well. And that will let me drill a whole lot more, a whole lot faster. Yeah, I think that's going to work a lot better. And if I just select up another drill and put it here, and then one right next to it there, and just continue that out across top and bottom, I will end up with a much more effective mining ship. One that will have, oh, what is that, 12 drills instead of 2. And I do believe that will do a whole lot better in terms of getting things done. Because I don't want to miss out on all this uranium, and if I mess around until after the update, who knows what might happen to that stuff. We know how space engineers can be with its updates. Sometimes kind of funky. So, I'm going to get working on this, get it all welded up, and then put this thing into operation. Alright, I've just finished up a bunch of mining and a bunch of exploration, flying around to many different asteroids looking for the ores that I need, and I finally found another one that had a healthy amount of gold on it, and others with various other materials needed, so on. And I mined a bunch of each, brought them back here, dumped them into the system, and then I took the thing, undocked it, the mining ship, moved it forward just a little bit, and then rotated 90 degrees facing that way, and I cut a pretty good sized channel through this uranium here, and I've now got some 40,000 something or other kilos of uranium in here refining. And let's see, so it's in there refining, but it's all gotten sucked into the one refinery. If I check the others, none of them are doing anything. Now, yes, I could go over here and pull the other refineries up, and I could move a little bit from the one to each of the others and even the load out, but I don't want to do that manually. That's a pain in the butt. So I'm going to arrange for it to be automatic. And at the same time, I'm also going to do something about increasing storage capacity, because I anticipate having some rather large mining trips, and that means having a place to store it all. So we'll open up a hole in the floor here, go ahead and head through here, and I was originally going to go ahead and use conduit for the whole thing. I think what I'm going to do is just, let's see, not the curved, I need the straight. Okay. Bring that over to here, and then from right here on up, let's see, 8, I believe, small cargo container, and we'll pop one there. Oops, after I get a hold of some interior plate. That's the cockpit. I can't get that because of the different size conveyors. There we go. Alright, so we'll put a small cargo container there, and I'm going to pop another one here. And let's break this out. Actually, come to think of it, I came over just a little too far. Alright. Small cargo, and another small cargo, and then up here, we'll go with a large cargo. it can't be placed there because of that light is in the way. Well, the light's going to have to be moved. Alright. And can I stick another one over here? Yes, I can. And maybe I will use a straight conveyor tube there, just so that I can do this. And then come over here with another large container, like so. This will give me lots of storage capacity and tie it all together into the conveyor system. And I'm going to go ahead and get these things welded up, and I'll be back. Alrighty, now that the storage is all hooked up, finished, and hooked up to the conveyor system down below, I am going to go into this thing and, alright, large cargo container. Alright, got all that messed up. Somewhere along the way my recording stopped on me. Basically what I have here is, for this one, it's ingot priority 5. So that means that ingots will be pulled into this container, and anything that has a higher priority from 4 to 1 will get first choice of it, and so on. And over here I've got components at priority 5, and this one is components at priority 6, so that one will fill up, and then this one will fill. And over here, this one is for ore pending refining. I've got it set at priority 5, and that means that any ore that isn't going into refineries will land there until it can be refined. And now I need to, let's see, I believe for timer block, I need interior plate construction components and computers. Yes. That'll be more than enough. And just like the other timer block, I'm going to set it underneath here so it'll be out of the way. Now, this second programmable block. First, timer. We'll name this one Timer Refman. Set it to about 5 seconds. And I'll come back to that. And now, programmable block. And this one can be Program Refman. Refinery Manager. Another very useful mod. Edit that. Browse Workshop. And here we are, Refinery Manager. Load it in. And let's see, that should be it. Yeah. Do that, and remember an exit. And now we go back to the timer. And setup actions. First, it will run the timer, the program block. and then it will start itself. And what that'll do is it will have it manage the inventory of a refinery. See, what happens is when I offload a bunch of ore, it all goes into this refinery. But now, if I've done this right, the ore should then be split between the refineries. And since it's not happening, I have to take a break and find out why and fix it. Alright, I think I've figured it out. I didn't start the timer the first time. I needed to manually start it for the first time. And now if I go over here and look at the refineries, the load has been split between them. All 4 refineries are working on it, and that way the stuff will get refined a lot faster that way. It's getting maximum work done on it. And as one refinery runs out, it will further split the load and get things going. I want to make another change here. Let's see. I need to edit the private text, and I'm going to change this, and I'm going to have it echo a title here. This is ores currently being refined. Or inventory excess refinery ore, and let's get a blank line. Pending ores. And minus ice, because we don't want to have that in our stuff that's pending refinery. Alright. Give a chance to alright, that's not right. Oh, of course. It needed the excess on it. Alright, give it a chance to update. Alright, it's working on uranium and there are none pending. Alright, that'll work. That's a much more informative display there. Alright, next time out, I am going to get started on building, well, 2 ships. One will be a welder ship, which is going to be a welder version of the original version of this ship, and a much bigger mining ship. And I'm going to get started on that next time, and we're going to get some serious mining going on. We've done a little bit of mining so far, but that's nothing. We're going to get a lot going on real soon. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out.